Okay, everyone, so I'm sure that you were able to think of a number of ways on how to do this. And one of the things that I will be using for this session will be the lesson that we had before that is related to the text align property. If you remember the lesson that we had in lesson 46, which is related to the text align property, I'm sure you were able to easily solve this coding challenge. And if you had a difficult time, no worries, everyone, that's perfectly normal. The important thing here is you try to remember the things that we have so far talked about when it comes to the learning process. And if you will notice, some of the exercises that I'm giving you here is actually a way for you to repeat some of the things that we have so far learned in the previous lessons, because one of the best way to really master something is for you to practice, 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 and practice. Repetition leads to mastery. Another keynote to remember is the advice that I've given you from the very beginning, which is you doing your research, you knowing what are the best keywords to use when you're looking for an answer to a certain question, and how do you structure those searches when you're doing your research. And it's really important that you ask yourself, what do you want to do? What are you looking for in this challenge that you have in front of you in your project, in the project that you want to create? This is the thought process that I want you to develop and the mindset that you get to acquire as you go along into your journey as a future web developer or a programmer. It's really important that you try to give it a go, look for answers and try to research them, then read documentations, and then try to check on whether you can figure it out. Just remember, know, understand, remember, and then apply. This will become important skills that you will need to develop as you become a future developer. Now let's go back to our code editor here and let's go back to our table sections here. And we remember that we have our div class table container and our section tables here. So we'll be targeting these two classes. Let's go back to our... Now let's go and target our section tables. Let's give it a position relative value. And then let's have our table container and give it a display value of inline block. Let's save that. And here, let's give it a value of text align property center. Now let's go look at our browser. You would see now that we have our table and the header here in the middle of our browser. So congratulations guys, you were able to solve this coding challenge on your own. And now I just want to go and transfer this here just for the document flow. It will be easier for us to look at our documents and section tables. I would want to go and transfer that after the about section. This is so that we can just go and follow the document flow inside of our website. So we have the about me, then the table of contents, and some final tweaks here. I just want to go and apply in our table container here a padding bottom of 100 pixels. Let's see how that will look on our project here. So we now have some space between the table of contents section and the children original story section.